Hi! As I mentioned in the previous course, during the 1950s, most programming languages could be run on a single type of computer. So if you upgraded your computer, you would often have to rewrite all the code too. In response, computer experts from industry, academia, and government formed a group in 1959, the Committee on Data System Languages, advised by our friend Grace Hopper, to guide the development of a common programming language that could be used across different machines. The result was the high-level, easy-to-use Common Business-Oriented Language, or COBOL for short. To deal with different underlying hardware, each computing architecture needed its own COBOL compiler. But critically, these compilers could all accept the same COBOL source code no matter what computer it was run on. This notion is called write once, run anywhere, which is true for most of the programming languages today, a benefit of moving away from assembly and machine code, which is still CPU specific. The biggest impact of all, this was reducing computing's barrier to entry. Before high-level programming languages existed, it was a realm exclusive to computer experts and enthusiasts. And of course, it was often their full-time profession. But now, scientists, engineers, doctors, economists, teachers, and many others could incorporate computation into their work. Thanks to these languages, computing went from a cumbersome discipline to a general-purpose and accessible tool. At the same time, high-level programming languages allow these computer experts, now professional programmers, to create increasingly sophisticated programs, which would have taken millions, tens of millions, or even more lines of assembly code. In the 1960s, we had languages like ALGOL, Lisp, and BASIC. In the 70s, Pascal, C, and Smalltalk were released. The 80s gave us C++, Objective-C, and Perl, and the 90s Python, Ruby, and Java. And the new millennium has seen the rise of Swift, C#, and Go. Anyway, some of these might sound familiar, many are still around today. It's extremely likely that the web browser you are using right now was written in C++ or Objective-C. That list I just gave is the tip of the iceberg, and languages with fancy new features are proposed all the time. Each new language attempts to leverage new and clever abstractions to make some aspect of programming easier and more powerful, or take advantage of emerging technologies and platforms, so that more people can do more amazing things more quickly. Now that you know all about programming languages, we are going to deep dive for the next couple of courses, and we will continue to build your understanding of how programming languages and the software they create are used to do cool and unbelievable things.